me. I'm sorry I keep burping, because I keep drinking water. The court hereby resumes the trial of 𝓑𝓻𝓮𝓃𝓲𝓵. Prosecutor 𝙩𝓝𝓏𝓪, have you managed to subpoena the witness? Yes, Your Excellency, against all odds. And thanks to a certain young stripling, the prosecution is now under painful scrutiny from the government. Sorry. Let the government scrutinize. That's their job. It's nothing to worry about. Damn. It's highly unlikely that the good relations we forged with Great Britain will emerge from this trial unscathed. Will you still think it's nothing to worry about when the new treaty breaks down and our nation flounders? Again, terribly sorry. If the friendship between our nations is really so fragile, then the treaty isn't worth the paper it's written on. God damn, Kazuma, bars! You really have nothing to worry about, 𝓑𝓻𝓮𝓃𝓏. What do you mean? A secret trial, anxiety over some foreign government's opinions, a bungled investigation, missing witnesses. Is this what our nation's justice system is? Is this the Supreme Court of Japan or of England? Shut up, you jumped up rookie boy! You and your friend know nothing of the situation our nation finds itself in. I feel like my ouchie voice is very similar to the 𝓩𝓏𝓪𝓲𝓵 voice. By aligning ourselves with the great world power, we'll become strong. Diplomacy has never been more critical. Steady political maneuvering is what will secure our futures. I'm not here for political talk, ouchie. I won't deny I'm no expert. I'm just a student, and one who could arguably work harder too. But standing here now in our Supreme Court, there is only one thing that I feel very strongly. A country that fails to uphold the truth in its justice system is a country with no future at all. Damn. Well said, 𝓑𝓻𝓮𝓃𝓏, despite the wide-eyed look of terror. Yeah, he got bars too. You little brats! Yeah! Thank you, counsel. The court is the pinnacle of our nation's justice system, and exists solely for the pursuance of truth. Yeah, so it better fucking pursue the truth, bitch. With that in mind, the trial will now resume with the next witness taking the stand. The visiting student from Great Britain, Miss Giselle Brett. Like a bullet. Yes! Your Excellency! I love the sound his head makes when it makes contact with the desk. Oh my goose, here we go. She's not gonna be talking for a bit, I think. She's gonna be talking in cursive, and I can't read. Well, what a delight it is to have such a fine gentlewoman to Japan, and from such a distant land! Tea! Someone bring English tea! In England, no discussion takes place without tea. Is that true? I don't know. Is that true? No idea. So, could we possibly trouble you to state your name and occupation for the court? Of course. My name is Satoru Hosonaga. I have been working undercover as the head waiter at 𝓑𝓮𝓃𝓏, but my true... Yes, we know about you already. Inspector Hosonaga, where are your manners? In England, it's always ladies first. Is that true? No idea. These fucking dorks. More importantly, a little earlier today, you said something to me. You said your powers of observation are the one thing you're sure of. Oh, yes, I think I did, didn't I? Yet your description for this amazing sight was simply a woman. Sorry, 𝓑𝓻𝓮𝓃𝓏, but powers of observation aside, your powers of description are sorely lacking. Guilty. So, dear lady, once again, if we may trouble you for your name and occupation, please. Okay, the first time I saw this, amazing. Absolutely A+. I'm terribly sorry, my dear lady, but... What? Damn, Hosonaga. ああ、英語話せます?すごい! It looks like the last letter looks like amnesia. The lady says her name is 𝓩𝓏𝓃𝓬. She comes from London, England. She's a visiting research student currently enrolled in 𝓑𝓐 University's medical faculty. Oh, my! What a rare treat to hear the dulcet tones of the delightful language of the British people. I'm afraid I don't understand a word you said, but it was as beautiful as a hummingbird song. Not a simp. As far as I can tell. The detective is translating her words faithfully enough. Yes, I agree. You'll obviously do fine in England, Kazuma. Her English doesn't rattle you at all, does it? Nor you. You've clearly been paying attention in your English classes, Ryunosuke. The court thanks the beautiful lady for taking the stand. I would love it if they were actually speaking in Japanese. And then when we go to England, they're actually speaking in English. That'd be cool. But like English subs, because, you know, we're weebs. 3 days ago, at a restaurant called 𝓑𝓮𝓃𝓽𝓽, a grim murder took place. The court has been led to believe that you were dining there with the victim, Dr. Wilson, at the time. Is that correct? How do you even speak in cursive? She says, yes. This could take some time. So even though she's studying here in Japan, she can't speak any Japanese. She'd like to apologize for disappearing from the scene. She says she was due to make a presentation at the university, so she had to leave immediately. Interesting, when you're the one who engineered her escape. I was just following special orders from the Bureau. God damn it! Well now, dear lady, would you be so kind as to cast your eyes over this photograph and look at this photographic print? I love that ouchie sprite of him putting his hands together. Seeing as you were, so unfortunately, present at the scene of the crime, could it be that your resplendent eyes caught sight of the wicked perpetrator, perhaps? Apparently, it was a very frightening and sorrowful sight. Do you mean to say? Yes, it would appear that the lady did witness the crime. The very moment when the accused, standing right there in this courtroom, shot the victim in cold blood. What is that on her butt? Is that a tail? Order! Order in court! Did you hear that, Your Excellency? Here we have absolutely conclusive witness statement! No, ouchie, it's just hearsay. Well, it looks like it's clear now. Clear who our real enemy is. Honestly, at this point, I thought it was Hosonaga. Because I didn't know what to make of them. Unfortunately, I will still have to ask you formally, if you will please. Kindly tell the court the exact nature of this frightening and sorrowful sight you described. Nod. Okay. That was rather curt of you. Frightening and sorrowful sight. I had arranged to meet for a slightly late luncheon with Dr. Wilson that day. The professor was unable to eat, so I ordered for myself only a beef steak. After a while, the accused came over to greet the professor, and they got into a fierce argument. Then, not long afterwards, the accused took the professor's gun and shot him right before my eyes. I don't carry a gun myself, so obviously I couldn't have been the culprit. I don't know, that's like, you didn't have to say that. Oh. No! I don't have any kind of argument with the professor at all. Quiet, you filthy wretch! Look at you, you black-hearted blackguard! And look at this snow-white angel, wow! I'm sure even a dark-minded scoundrel like you can imagine whose words the court is going to believe. You're still making the same mistakes, 𝓑𝓏𝓃𝓪𝓏. You mustn't blurt out when you're goaded like that. That's a lesson you need to learn. You don't have to say that when you have that pose, Kazuma. That's weird. But he's so annoying. Of course, I was at the scene as well. I took statements from this lady and the 2 witnesses who testified before and reported back to the bureau. It was decided that Miss Brett was not involved, so I let her go. The testimonies of the last 2 witnesses were completely worthless, however. That's true. Well, even so. On the day in question, the lady was wearing the same outfit as she is today. Ew, she hasn't bathed. As you can see, there is nowhere about her person where she could conceal a firearm. I would think she could hide a gun almost anywhere in that outfit if she wanted to. And it's in the goose. Unless and until the precise location where the witness is to have hidden a weapon can be shown, this is moot. There are no pockets in my outfit. I have nowhere to hide a gun. These are the witness's own words on the matter. That's ridiculous. If only I was allowed to lift up her dress, I could prove... 𝓑𝓏𝓃𝓪𝓏. Don't think about doing anything rash, 𝓑𝓏𝓃𝓪𝓏. But I didn't fire the gun I picked up. There must have been another gun there that day. You're right about that, which means this lady was hiding a gun somewhere. Yes, that's what we have to prove now. And to do so, we will need to pull her testimony apart. Oh, look at that fucking smirk. Go fuck yourself, Bridgedale. The defense may now cross-examine the witness. Oh, yes, Your Excellency. Alright. Yes. He was unable to eat, you say? And that was because he just had a tooth removed at the 𝓑𝓻𝓮𝓽𝓽 clinic, correct? That's right. You're supposed to actually check in with the witness before answering. Was Miss Brett aware of the fact? It seems so. Yes, she's heard the professor was to have some dental treatment. So that would mean that it was you who ate the steak pictured here. Is that right, Miss Brett? That's right, yes. The print you have there shows the table exactly as it was left after the horrifying events. Exactly as it was left. Dear me, what a harrowing experience! To have traveled to a distant island on the far side of the world and be embroiled in such tragic incident. Have no fear, my dear lady. I swear I will crush the evil fiend that has subjected you to this terrible plight. So the victim, Dr. Wilson, had nothing to eat or drink at all? That's right. Other than some carbonated water. Just water? Yes, the professor was unable to eat, but he had been given permission to drink water. So it appears that the diners toasted their lunch with a glass of water each. They each raised a glass of carbonated water. What do you think, 𝓑𝓏𝓃𝓪𝓏, about the witness's last statement? It's nothing. Oh, shit, fuck. That last statement of yours, Miss Brett, has a profound bearing on this case. Well, how fascinating. Do tell us, what is this profound bearing? The significance of the statement will become apparent when the time is right. Dramatically appropriate time. The defense calls for the witness's last statement to be formally added to the testimony. Well sidestepped, counsel. Very well, Miss Brett. Kindly repeat what you just said to be added to your official testimony. Gladly, she said. You can tell that smile. That was brilliant, Kazuma. I'm going to remember that one. Which one? The significance will become apparent when the time is right. I could really use that phrase. I'd hope there are some more useful tips you're picking up from this experience than that, Ryunosuke. Again, this fucking pose, man. I can't. It's too much. Cheers! They said kanpai! Wait, no, they're both English, so they probably just said cheers. Igiari that bitch. I mean, no, you don't have it yet. Just yes. Yes! Sorry. That's it. Not that face. Ryunosuke. God damn it, no! Oh my gosh. That face. It's so underutilized. Let me confirm something, please. It's to do with this photographic print. Look at this photographic print! Just a short while ago, you spoke of this print showing the victim's table at the crime scene. That it was exactly as it was left. That is correct, the lady says. Fuck. Well, that is, it's odd. Very odd. Dear me, what's odd is the defense's inability to express itself. I'm trying. Ryunosuke, what is it about the print that looks odd to you? Well, obviously, it's the kanpai. The kanpai? Miss Brett just told us that she and the professor had cheers over a glass of water. But if that's true, there should be 2 glasses on the table, not 1. Ah! You're quite right, counsel. There's only 1 glass pictured here. Are we supposed to be impressed by this nitpicking over minutia? What possible difference does it make the presence or the absence of a glass make on the case? Minutiae, you say? Actually, I said minutiae because it was... Yeah. Could it be that the detective here removed a glass from the table to conceal the lady's presence? Of course not. I would never do something so reckless. God damn it. But there should be 2 glasses on the table. Or are you going to tell me that you can clink with only 1? He drank straight from the bottle like a hardcore. You're quite right. I certainly took 2 glasses to the table. Inspector, what did the lady say? It would seem that it was Miss Brett who took the glass from the table. What? It was all so terrifying, everything that happened. I panicked and thought I should try to hide the fact that I'd been there at all, she's saying. Good gracious! Sorry. There it is. I don't know if I can sound bitchier enough for this one. There, as I assured the court before, this is of no consequence at all. Oh, please. We must remember that the student had just murdered this lady's luncheon companion before her very eyes. Who could blame her for concealing a glass or 2 in her state of disarray? Who the fuck does that? That's absurd. You tell him, Ryunosuke. Really? I don't know why I want to roll my R's without you. So do you take it that you are now going to accuse this vulnerable, young and beautiful woman of mischief? What a simp. What? No. This can't be put down to mischief. This is, like, malicious, man. I'd like to know exactly how the lady took the glass from the scene. It would seem she slipped it into a small handbag she was carrying. A handbag, you say? Yes, Your Excellency. A small handheld pouch commonly carried by well-to-do women in England. So, the beautiful lady has very graciously explained how and why she removed the glass from the scene now. However, the fact remains that this glass has absolutely no bearing on the case. This student has been trying to confuse the court with logical reasoning, but in the end it comes to nothing. No more pretentious accusations. You have wasted enough time already. Indeed, the lady has offered a satisfactory explanation as to why she... No, she hasn't! What the fuck? I think henceforth we can consider the matter to have no bearing on this case. Counsel for the defense, are you in... No, I'm not! Fuck you! Well, I don't know, really. If you want to pursue this matter further, you're going to need to show that it has some deeper significance. Yes, you're right. So she took the glass away in a handbag. If there's a deeper significance there, it's... the handbag? Yeah. Excuse me. Oh my god. Wait, the lady put her glass in the handbag, you say? Yes, do try to keep up. It's already been explained to the court that all English gentlewomen carry handbags for small items. Let me see. A little while ago, Miss Brett stated the following. There are no pockets in my outfit. I have nowhere to hide a gun. But what she forgot to mention was her handbag, in which it would be perfectly possible to conceal a gun. You're right. Well done, partner. I had a feeling you'd pick up on that too. What are you insinuating, you vile blackguard? I don't know what a blackguard is. I'm gonna have to look that up. It's very simple. God fucking damn it! The gunshot was heard when the defendant picked up the gun from the restaurant floor. As he didn't fire that gun, we can deduce that there must have been another firearm at the scene. The true murder weapon, if you will. Oh yeah, they wouldn't have ballistic markings within this era, would they? Guns are even rarer, I think, at this time. You can't be seriously suggesting... Inspector Hosonaga. Yes? Did you or did you not search Miss Giselle Brett's handbag on the day of the murder? No, sir, I did not. As I thought. In other words, another gun, the one that was actually used to kill the professor, could have been hidden in Miss Brett's handbag. No! Man. Ouchie, get it together. Order! 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 What is the meaning of this, Inspector? The meaning of what, Prosecutor Ouchie? Why on earth did you have not the lady open her handbag and show you the contents at the time? Thanks to your bungling incompetence, now she has to endure these uncomfortable accusations. Brilliant work, partner. Now we have a chance to expose the real woman behind the mask. He's called me partner like 5 times. Do you think so, Kazuma? Okay, he's dying. Oh no, yeah, he's dying. Sir, you really need to get that checked. What a sorry situation. Clearly, you have no faith in the police. Well, clearly, Hosonaga, you haven't given us a reason to have faith in the police. Sorry. Simply because it was unnecessary. Unnecessary? In what way? I don't want anything unnecessary unless it's feelings. I ought to thank the student lawyer, really. I have a piece of evidence here that I had completely forgotten about. This photographic print. Look at this photographic print. This print is of a photograph that I thought would be prudent to take immediately after the shooting. As you can see, it clearly shows Miss Brett's handbag. Well, I never! You can see right through what's inside! That's right. Apparently, meshwork bags like these are the height of fashion in London at the moment. Also, I'm so sorry that I changed Hosanaga's voice really fast, but I think it's because I think of him as anemic with all the cuffing. Exactly, so there was no need to search the lady's handbag. If there had been a gun inside, it would have been immediately obvious. As you can see, there is nothing to imply Miss Brett's guilt here. Thank you for helping to prove that, Naruhodo-san. Yeah, because Hosonaga is acting like a fucking villain here. Uah! The first uah! Uah! Order! Order! Inspector Hosonaga, you will submit that print as evidence at once. Certainly, Your Excellency.